You've been told that health requires an hour of absolute torture. You think you need a gym membership and a gallon of sweat to matter. It's a lie, totally fake. You feel guilty for just existing on your couch. But what if the secret was actually boring? Imagine this. You walk for 10 minutes. That's it. No spandex, no screaming trainers, just you and the pavement. It sounds too simple to work. You probably think your body ignores such a small effort. Turns out your biology is actually obsessed with these short bursts. Your heart wakes up, your muscles hum. It is way easier than you think. You don't need a marathon to feel alive. You just need a tiny bit of movement to flip the switch. Stop stressing about the hour you don't have. Start loving the 10 minutes you do. Ready to see the proof? Let's look at the madness. Your gym bag is basically a dusty museum piece right now. You remember that one week you went every day. You were sore, you were tired. You basically crawled to the bathroom for 3 days straight, pure pain, total disaster. You tried the high-intensity stuff. You tried the heavy weights. Then you stopped because life happened. It always happens. You feel like a failure because you can't commit to a 90-minute session. Your brain tells you that if it isn't hard, it isn't working. That logic is a trap. It makes you do nothing instead of something. You wait for the perfect moment of motivation. It never comes. You stay stuck in the loop of guilt and inactivity. Your joints feel like rusty hinges. Your energy is a flat battery. You think the only way out is a brutal workout. But that's the problem. You're overthinking the effort. Scientists call the first magic trick postprandial glucose clearance. That is a fancy way of saying your muscles eat the sugar in your blood. Think of it like a squeegee for your veins. After you eat, your blood sugar spikes. This makes you sleepy. It makes you crash, total brain fog. But when you walk for 10 minutes, your muscles wake up and demand fuel. They grab that sugar and burn it instantly. The stickman eats a giant donut and turns into a slow, sugary blob. And then he walks, and suddenly he is a lean, mean, glucose-burning machine. You aren't just moving your legs, you are cleaning your internal plumbing. Your insulin doesn't have to scream at your cells to work. Everything just flows. It is the simplest biological hack you can do. No equipment, no cost. Just a short stroll to keep your energy stable and your blood clean. Wait, stop right there. You are probably thinking this is too easy. You feel like there is a catch, like the science is lying to you, or maybe you think you need to walk 10 miles to get the same result. Wrong, your body doesn't work on a linear scale. It's not a math problem where more always equals better. Sometimes more just equals burnout. You don't need to suffer to be healthy. That is a cultural myth. We have been conditioned to believe that pain is the only currency for health. It's nonsense, complete rubbish. Imagine if you could get 80% of the benefit with 1% of the effort. That is exactly what a 10-minute walk is. It is a pattern break for your entire day. You stop the stress. You reset the clock. You realize that health isn't a mountain. It's just a series of small, flat paths. Now let's dive deeper into your brain. There is a protein called BDNF. Scientists call it brain-derived neurotrophic factor. In plain English, it is basically miracle fertilizer for your neurons. When you walk, your brain pumps out this liquid gold. It repairs your cells, it grows new connections, it makes you smarter. The stickman's brain starts as a dried-up raisin. He looks confused. He can't find his keys. Then he takes a 10-minute walk. Suddenly, his brain blooms like a tropical garden. He is a genius. He solves world hunger in his head. You aren't just helping your heart, you are upgrading your hardware. This is why your best ideas always come when you are walking. You aren't thinking harder, you are just giving your brain the nutrients it needs to function. It is a mental car wash. You walk in foggy and walk out crystal clear. Let's watch the stickman try to get fit. First, he goes full beast mode. He tries to run a marathon without training. He is sprinting, he is panting, then boom, he explodes into a pile of sticks, total failure. He spends a month on the couch feeling sad, then he tries the secret. He walks for 10 minutes, he looks bored, he is just strolling. But then something happens, a little spark appears, then a glow. Suddenly he is radiating energy. He isn't exhausted. He is refreshed. He does this every day. He doesn't crash, he doesn't quit. He just keeps moving. His belly shrinks, his smile grows, he becomes the most consistent guy in the neighborhood. You see the difference? You don't need the explosion, you just need the stroll. It's your win that actually sticks. You are finally moving in the right direction. You are now realizing something important. You aren't a gym rat, you don't have to be one. You are a consistent walker. That is a much more powerful identity. The gym rat burns out in 3 weeks, they disappear, they become a memory. But the walker is still there. You become the person who never misses. Because 10 minutes is impossible to fail. You can do it in your pajamas. You can do it in a rainstorm. You can do it while complaining about the weather. It doesn't matter, you are building a streak of wins. Every single walk is a vote for a healthier version of you. You stop fighting your nature. You start working with it. You aren't forcing a change. You are allowing a change. This is where the real magic happens. You stop trying to be perfect. You just start being active. Here is your exact battle plan. Step 1. Walk for 10 minutes after your biggest meal. Use that glucose squeegee we talked about. The Stickman walks away from a pizza and feels light as a feather. Step 2. Take your phone calls while moving. Turn your meetings into walking session. The Stickman talks on the phone and accidentally walks 3 miles. He's a productivity god. Step 3. Park your car in the furthest spot in the lot. Force yourself to take those extra steps. It's a tiny victory. Step 4. Set a timer for every 2 hours of sitting. Stand up, move, shake the rust off your joints. The Stickman shakes like a wet dog and feels amazing. These aren't chores, they are tiny wins. You don't need a schedule, you just need a trigger. Start today, start now, just 10 minutes, that is your only job. You just won the health game. You realized that the smallest change creates the biggest ripple. You don't need to suffer, you just need to move. You are now part of the Stickman Health Club. We don't do torture here, we do sustainable wins. You feel lighter, you feel smarter, and the best part, you still have 90% of your hour left. Now that you've mastered the walk, you are ready for the next easy win. Next time, we will look at how 1 glass of water changes your brain. It is just as simple. It is just as powerful. If you want more science-backed shortcuts that actually feel good, hit that subscribe button. Join the club, keep your movement low impact and your value high. Go put on your shoes. Your 10 minutes start right now. See you in the next one. Stay simple, stay moving.